Check these out.
One, check two.
Who's cold as fuck? Okay, this is what we talking about. Look at my fucking hands. Currently in Toledo, Ohio, out here off Lucas and Jackman Road at the Kroger's. I'm doing the delivery, per usual. Today's notes, though, is a lot of us underestimate the power of working hard. A lot of us don't know how to work hard. And not when I don't mean when I say that by like we are lazy about something or we don't know how to do something. I said it off the energy of us not laying the right foundation for our type of work and respecting the kind of work and respecting the kind of assets that we do bring when it comes to working hard. And this season in particular is, I want to say, like lay my soil and to nurture my soil and to plant and sow good seed, so that when it's time for me to work hard again, when it's time for me to bootstrap, when it's time for me to get back on the horse and go, it will be more fruitful than it would be by me just starting off and just calling myself grinding and calling myself working hard. That's note number one. Two, I think going into this new year, going into this new cycle, this is also the year of the horse, fire horse to be exact, is that we have been given the opportunity to be young again. I feel like 2023, 2024, and a little bit of 2022 for me personally was like growing up, like actually adulting in a different kind of format, knowing what it's like to be spread thin, knowing what it's like to overexert, knowing what it's like to do the hard stuff first. And it was uncomfortable to the state of not being prepared. It was uncomfortable to the state of not truly knowing what I wanted to do specifically and being confused, and you detaching and you're reattaching to things and you're learning new things about yourself. And sometimes some stints or some periods of the time you don't do anything. You don't know anything about yourself. You're just existing. And that right there was the uncomfortability. And people praise uncomfortability and they say that it comes with the uncomfortability comes growth. I don't say that it doesn't bring growth. I just says that I think it brings growth, but it also hinders people. And when I say hindrance, is that sometimes you need to be comfortable to find yourself. Sometimes you need to be comfortable to accept who you are. And with being comfortable, you take a lot more risk sometimes. And people think it's the opposite sometimes. I think sometimes staying uncomfortable for too long brings a scarcity mindset. Staying uncomfortable too long brings a survivability mindset. And you already done. Like, your soul been tired. You worked enough and you put yourself in uncomfortable situations long enough, and it's time for you to recuperate. It's time for you to go back, and it's time to go back to resort to yourself, resort to your younger self, the infant of you, not constantly overextending and it being so expansive with your growth and being so expansive and picky about ways you truly want to go, because those hinder you the most and they leave you in a cycle of feeling like you're running the opposite way at the fastest possible rate you could run. That is what it feels like being uncomfortable too long. And right now I feel like we have been given an opportunity to be young, to take the risk, to be comfortable in our bodies, and to choose ourselves. Note number three, I look at it like ain't nobody got no money. From a billionaire to a trillionaire, back to a millionaire, and back to a thousandaire, and back to a motherfucker walk around with $2 in his pocket. Ain't nobody got no money. Nobody has money. Money is time. Everybody working. Everybody is working. So all they got is dollars, and they got enough to pay their bills so they can continue feeling like as if they're moving through and they're progressing in the right way. But most important topic of the day is that everybody's broke. Nobody has time. Everybody has a time limit thing. And the only way to beat this time lapse is to find acceptance, to go find what made you young and to live in what made you young. AKA, welcome to the Arcane. This is World 7. Until next time.